record, and so I will just start to say hi to everybody.
Okay.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Tom from Confidant community, and today I have the honor with a great student and resident of one of our shared homes, Cynthia.
Yes.
To join me, and welcome, Cynthia.
Thank you, Tom.
Okay, thank you very much for allowing us have this great opportunity to ask you a few questions in terms of your experience with us. And also, I would like to ask you one or two things to learn a little bit more about you as well. Okay, so the first question I'd like to ask you is, how did you find us, and when you started searching for a place to stay?
I remember just going on Google. You know, that's the first thing you do, right? Places for rent. And I saw, I think I didn't really search up this community, Clairview, in a sense. I just searched up homes, and then I think I saw different names of different homes you guys have, right?
Yeah.
Beyonce something, but then I found. Eventually, I found something on PadMapper, and then that was when I messaged you, and you got back to me that same evening, actually, and that was the first person who was getting back to me that soon. So I'm like, this is lovely, okay, and we got to talking, and lo and behold, we're here.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you very much. And I think, give or take, how long have you been staying with us here?
I moved September 1st, so it's roughly 4 months. Actually, 4 months. Yeah, it's already 4 months.
Yeah, I know. When you came, I remember we used the so-called green access. I mean, you kind of struggled a little bit with the law, right?
Yes.
That's I remember, and I still feel sorry for that.
That is okay.
But after that, you've been here till now. It's been some time. And how do you express your experience in our shared community here?
It's a great feeling, honestly. I think the most important thing for me is it's quiet. So it's not, no one's bringing anyone home that's like rowdy or whatever. And we understand, myself and Diane, my roommate or housemate, we understand our space. She's never in the kitchen, and I'm there as well. So if she's there, I'm in my room. When she's done, I come out. If I'm there, she's not in the kitchen. It's just that sense of communication, you know.
That's awesome.
It's there as well. We just know. We know the time. I know the times she goes in the bathroom. She knows when I go in there. So it's just we're out of each other's hair. It's like I'm here by myself most of the time. Yeah. So it's great.
It's very quiet.
Oh,
and,
yes.
You are in which school?
I go to Nate.
And obviously, the transportation is also pretty good.
It's lovely. It's 2 minutes from here. So even in this cold weather, I could do without gloves.
Oh,
yeah.
I like that.
Just walk to the train, get in there, and it's good. I never have to wait for the train, right? Because it's always there.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so I guess one thing I really found personally, I noticed you guys are following our so-called iClean program very, very well, and the place always is spotless. And thank you very much for that. I'd like to definitely appreciate that fact. Use this opportunity. And the other thing I would like to ask you is, I mean, we know we are not perfect by any means. So what are the things, if I could ask you, give us honest feedback, say, okay, what are things that you guys can improve for the future?
Okay, going back to the iClean schedule, it's a good schedule, right? I just feel like there's pictures being sent to the group is not really the best way to tell if somewhere's been cleaned perfectly, right? Because I know, not to throw anyone under the bus or anything, right? There's some people who just clean the surface, and then places like the bathroom, which needs to be focused on a little more because it's shared, right? Very personal sharing in that sense. It's not paid attention to enough, right? So we just take pictures of, okay, I'm just gonna take a picture from the door, and you don't see what's going on in the bathroom, right? So I think it might be a hassle, but then if at any point you guys have someone coming from the office just to see if things are actually being cleaned properly, because pictures deceive, right? So you can use angles and filters and edit anything you want to edit, and it looks perfect, right?
Totally.
But yeah, so that's one thing.
That's a great point. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Everything else is like communication. Like I said, is good. You reply my text at least when you have the time. I respect you're a busy man. But then everything else is good. Just the cleaning, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's definitely something we will look into it. And I think one thing I heard from you is basically, if possible, we could arrange some quick check from the office, and either myself or our staff come just to kind of do the run, and no need to pick on anybody. Just say, okay, here is something we may do better. Because as I think you made a great point, sometimes people have different expectations. So you kind of have to help people to realize what are the differences, right? And then we all have the common expectation in certain ways. That's fantastic. Okay, so I guess another quick question is in terms of the recommendation. Let's say if you have friends, you have classmates, how do you like to recommend us?
Honestly, it's very easy. It's one of the most affordable, companies I've ever seen. When I was searching in the first place, I was seeing places for 700 for just one bedroom, and I'm here paying, much more less than that, which I'm, thankful for. So affordability is one.
It's beautiful.
Comfort it's like being at home, especially if you have home here in Edmonton, right? There's really no difference. It's quiet. The staff is amazing. I remember I was talking to one of your staff, I think it's a girl, I couldn't catch her name, but from the office, she helped me deal with my direct payment thing for rent, which was nice as well. She stayed on the phone with me, made sure everything was, good, and then we got off the phone and she's like, call me if you have any more questions. I'm like, okay, that's lovely. So staff, affordability, comfort, it's home, basically.
Yeah, thank you so much. And that's actually what we are trying our best to, instead of just renting a place, we like to share the homes, so that everybody come here, they feel it is home, not just a place to stay, but a home to share, right? So that's, thank you so much for that. And also in our community, let's just switch gear a little bit, and we do have another part that we like to understand, and we want to, because Canada is a multicultural society, and personally, I originally from China, and I know you from Nigeria. So if I'm allowed, because Nigeria, I know, to me, I used to be a soccer fan, and I know you guys are amazing, play soccer. Well, without I talk too much on that, because I really know next to nothing. So I should turn the table around, ask you, give us a good intro about Nigeria. And if people never been in Nigeria, what are the things, 2 or 3 things you like to share? And so that we know Nigeria a little bit better. Right.
Okay. I lived I was in Nigeria for 14 years before coming here. So I know a lot about Nigeria. Everyone's amazing, right? Everyone's cultured in a sense. You don't really think you're cultured until you move somewhere where the culture isn't, and you feel that sense of not being part of something anymore, right? Like you said, we like to play soccer. It's our thing. I don't play soccer. I'm not a sports person. But then something else we do is we love our art, music, dance. I'm a dancer myself.
Oh wow!
Yes, I have a little team with my sisters and a close friend.
Well, we should see that.
Yes. So if you guys need any entertainment, yes.
I'd love to. Yeah.
Yes. So we like our music. We like. It's just something I could see a Nigerian and know, oh, that's a Nigerian, just by seeing just being in the same environment, because we're slightly loud in a sense. So we know each other that way. Something we could share is, like I said, art, exports are food.
Oh.
Most especially, it's spicy.
Mm-hmm.
We have all the spices,
I love
and
spicy.
we obviously I love Chinese food. It's amazing.
Yeah.
we could switch.
We could,
give you Nigerian, you give me Chinese.
Yeah,
any day I take it. But yeah, we use any and every type of meat. That's not weird. We don't eat octopus or anything, but we like protein.
Mm-hmm.
Protein is there, and it's also very flavorful in a sense. So I feel like food is something we can bring to the table, and also that sense of family, being with people who aren't necessarily Nigerian but African. We have that sense of, you know, belonging. Yeah, and once we get comfortable with you, you're basically Nigerian as well, because you start to catch the lingua and everything. It's amazing.
Yeah, I do remember when I were in study in Calgary. I have quite a few classmates who are from Nigeria, and those guys, as you probably said, is very, very outgoing, friendly. And they tends to be, my personal feeling could be right or wrong, but it tends to be more straightforward to reach the point. And so just the overall fantastic experience to myself as well. That's great. And personally, I'm a foodie, so I'd like to ask you one specific question.
Yes.
What do you think people may not really know about Nigerian in terms of food? Give us a good example.
I think people underestimate the amount of spice we use. So spice as in hot, in a sense. So it's there's a lot of pepper in whatever especially our peppered snail, right?
Peppered snail?
We love snail. It's called peppered snail for a reason. You eat it and it makes you sweat, in a sense, yes.
Wow.
So it is that spicy, it is that hot. If you're willing to try, I can chef it up and make you some peppered snail.
Obviously, I would like to take on that. That's no problem. Because personally, we know in back home in China, we have a province called Sichuan province. And what they make is something going to be very, very hot. I will think about that, but we should be able to switch something, and we should make another video and just try it.
Just try the food.
Okay, let's do that.
Yes.
That's awesome. You know what, Cynthia, I understand you're also in the marketing, right?
I am.
So could you give me a few things if you feel comfortable about why you choose marketing and what is your plan on the career part?
I've always, marketing's always been a plan B to me. My plan A, which still stands right now, is I would hope after school, I would hope to get my real estate license.
Wow.
And then just own a couple properties and just, you know, rent them out like a shared home like we're doing right now.
We should talk to this,
Yes. Marketing was something, well, real estate isn't really something you learn in school, because you could just take it online, get your license. So I'm like, if that doesn't work out, I'm going to need a plan B, which was my marketing. It's kind of related in a sense where it's like you're talking to potential customers and buyers. It's all about buying and selling, right? In marketing. So I'm like, okay, this is fairly similar. I'm going to jump straight to it. You find that at NAIT, marketing is the one course where you have to, and NAIT's very hands-on, which I like. It's the one course where you actually have to speak, like communicate with people, and I'm a big talker, right? So presentations, all of meeting with industry people in the same field is amazing. We had a networking event just based on marketing, you know, people in industry, and it was awesome. I got to meet, you know, different kinds of people. But honestly, marketing is, if real estate doesn't work out, I see myself succeeding with marketing. Like, what's not buying and selling these days? It's business, right? And marketing is honestly the way to go for me.
Yeah, you know what? Now you make me start to envy you, because when I were your age, I was sort of more narrow-minded. I think, okay, I'm the engineer and I'm the tech guy, right?
See, but that's you. That's your brain. I'm not math. You know, I can't do math.
Well,
but I'd rather speak.
I'm not trying to brag or anything, but the point I'm trying to make is actually one great comment you made is nowadays what is not buy and sell, right? Because if you think about that, it took me so long to realize the fact that in actually pretty much everything, you are trying to sell the concept, sell the service, sell the product, right? If you think about the president of the United States, he's selling his ideas, right? He's selling this whole, doesn't matter, it's mad or it's crazy, but he's selling it, and some people are going to take it or not. And if you think about everything in our daily life, even I talk to my kid, and sometimes I have really to think through how to sell it, because my daughter now is a teenager told me, hey daddy, you think I'm 3 years old still? Because my skill is not that, right? So, but you know what, great. I mean, that's awesome.
It's all about business. It's business these days. Buying and selling, especially yourself. You have to sell yourself just to look, you know, good in front of other people, right? If you don't sell it's like brand image, right? You think, if I look at FSC right now, your brand, anything I'm gonna think of is great company, right?
Thank you so much.
So you guys have done a good job selling the brand and yourselves as individuals. I know you, I know Jordan, I think from the office, and I know the one girl who, I'm sorry, I don't know her name, but I know her as well, and it's been great communicating with the three of you.
Thank you so much, and it's our honor and a pleasure to have you to be part of our community. And again, I'd like to kind of close by saying you are a great client of us, and we feel so proud to have members like you to be our community, and also